This video is the first part of a two-part series on an example of the use of GIS map evidence in genealogy. This example is the case study of Aaron Hunt of Bath, New Hampshire. He was born there in 1799 and lived there in 1820 and in the period 1832 to 1847. No direct evidence has been found identifying his parents. His parents are believed to have been Zebulon and Lucy Hunt. Map evidence is used in conjunction with documentary evidence to support the conclusion that Aaron Hunt lived in Bath on the land owned by Zebulon Hunt's family. This is evidence that Aaron was the son of Zebulon and Lucy Hunt. The full written case study is available on the website www.genealogicaljourney.com. Deed evidence shows that Zebulon Hunt in 1820 owned 2 lots in Bath, and those lots are depicted in the 1770 lot plan of Bath done by Caleb Willard. These 2 lots adjoin. This is an excerpt of the 1770 plan. You can see that Lot 9 and Lot 62 join and that there is a right-angled jog on the southern end of Lot 9. The 1770 Willard map shows the shape and orientation of the lots, but locates boundaries less precisely on the Earth's surface. Historical maps were produced using ground survey methods in a geographic coordinate system. These methods are less accurate over longer distances and over rough terrain, and rough terrain is a factor in this case study. Georeference maps are produced using aerial and satellite imagery in a projected coordinate system. Georeference maps can locate features more precisely. Georeference means that each point on a map is referenced to a specific point on a base map of a known coordinate system. In part 2 of this series, you'll see how that map was constructed. In the chain of title, Zebulon Hunt sold his land to his son Nathan in 1821. Nathan purchased 2 additional adjoining lots in 1829, and Nathan sold all of his land to David Sutherland in 1839. The 1840 census record is a key piece of evidence. Aaron Hunt appears in this census immediately next to David Sutherland and also to Timothy Buck. The evidence supports a conclusion that Aaron Hunt was living on his family's land, but that conclusion must be confirmed by the use of deeds in the chain of title and map evidence, and we'll see why in a moment. So here are the households in order that surround Aaron Hunt. So you can see that Timothy Buck is just before him and David Sutherland is just after him. We can locate all of the houses of the household shown here except for Francis Blandford. Francis Blandford, according to Grafton County deed records, never owned land in Bath and was likely a tenant. And you'll also see that some of these landowners owned multiple houses, so it's quite possible that Francis Blandford was a tenant of one of these other homeowners. The Sutherland family sold the lands of the Hunts in 2 parcels to William Lang in 1848 and Samuel Bartlett in 1859. The 1860 map of Bath shows homeowners' locations. However, William Lang owned 3 houses in Bath in 1860 and Samuel Bartlett owned 2 houses in Bath. So it's important that we distinguish them to find the homes that were on the former Hunt lands. Here's the map excerpt. The area of interest is to the left in the center. There's a house labeled William Lang and another house labeled Samuel Bartlett. They're on 2 dead-end roads off of a dome-shaped road, and you'll see as we go through this series why that's important. But also note that William Lang has another house almost next to his other house on the dome-shaped road, and Samuel Bartlett has one on that road, and then another that's out on West Bath Road. So it's important, to make sure that we are looking at the correct house. So the 1860 Bath map, like the 1770 Willard map, is not georeferenced, so it does not locate features as accurately as modern maps. And the labeling of homes by owners' names, not resident names, means there are multiple houses on this map labeled with names William Lang, Samuel Bartlett, and Henry Lang. The chain of title carried forward into the 20th and 21st centuries will enable determination of the accurate locations of the houses on the former Hunt lands using georeference maps. So the next part of the chain of title that becomes important is David Forsyth purchasing the mineral rights to the former Hunt lands in 1876 from the families of Lang and Bartlett. And the site of the Forsyth mine is shown on an 1878 map of the Ammonoosuc mining region. And this is an excerpt of that map. You can see the Forsyth mine as it's styled here, and also the two dead-end roads. So this enables us to form a preliminary conclusion that this is where the Hunt lands lie, and we will confirm that. So correlating the maps shows that both have the two dead-end roads. The houses are labeled William Lang and Samuel Bartlett, so this is looking like where the Hunt lands were. Another piece of confirming evidence is a 2022 survey map, and modern survey maps are also georeferenced. This property is known as the Buck Forsyth lot. It's a very large property that consolidated lands formerly owned by the Hunts and by Timothy Buck. In the western portion of this, toward the northwesterly corner, there are notes on the map that indicate there were two areas of old settlement and a mine site. So that's the two houses we saw on the dead-end roads and the Forsyth mine. The U.S. Geological Survey historical topographic maps are also georeferenced, so we can use that to more precisely locate these houses rather than trying to use the 1860 map, which is not georeferenced. So the excerpt of the 1941 map only shows one dead-end road. There's the dome-shaped road there, and then the one. The reason for that is the houses were gone by this point, and the remains of the mine were there, so that perhaps is why the road is still there. There were attempts to revive the mine over the years, not necessarily successful. But what this map does is it allows us to locate all of these other homes that are where it's labeled West Bath School, that's West Bath Road, and that helps us to locate the houses. So a GIS map can be produced, custom map, to show the features of interest located accurately. And the georeferenced 1941 topographic map shows house locations and roads that do not exist in the present. Now it's true though that they don't show the two houses on the dead-end roads, but we can infer those from accurately locating those two dead-end roads. Correlation with the 1860 Bath map enables an accurate representation of the neighborhood of the Hunt family. And here's the map. And you can see the outline of the Buck Forsyth lot. You can see that the Bartlett and Lang homes are within that property, and the site of the mine is there. Gardner Mountain is there, and you can see Timothy Buck's house is immediately to the east of William Lang's. And again, remembering the order of enumeration in the 1840 census, it was Timothy Buck, Aaron Hunt, and David Sutherland. So there may have been a way of getting across the land there. This land is currently timberland, and there actually is a road off West Bath Road right by Timothy Buck's house that does go into this land. So it's quite possible that that was the quickest and easiest way for the census enumerator to get there. In 1840, the roads were not maintained like they are now. There wasn't much difference between a logging road or a cow path and a local road. So that may explain exactly why the order was. And then by going down what's called Carby Road, that dome-shaped road, again, going back to the east, that would pick up William Lang and Leonard Walker and the others that are on that list. So why are GIS maps useful? They locate features accurately. We can construct custom maps that show the relevant features from different eras correlated accurately. The custom GIS map in the Aaron Hunt case clearly shows that the two houses were on the former lands of the father and brother. And there's multiple records confirming that, but this is the precise location. The custom map shows the neighbors as well, and we can get a pretty good idea of how those neighbors laid out in reference to the Hunt lands. So this evidence provides support for the conclusion that Aaron Hunt was the son of Zebulon and Lucy Hunt.